Here now with Amir Kassaei. He's the Chief Creative Officer of DDB Worldwide. Having won over 2,000 awards, he's considered to be one of the most influential and leading Chief Creative Officers around the world. Mr. Kassaei, in a recent interview you mentioned the importance for companies to articulate good values of life. Now, in today's customer-centered environment, what still legitimizes a company to define good values of life?
I think the terms of the logic of the business is changing. It's not only about economical dimensions, it's about producing something which makes sense and which helps people having a better life, a much easier life, a more efficient life. And by doing that, you will be successful in terms of economical dimensions. And that's a huge change. And it's affecting everything in terms of what you are producing, in terms of how you're distributing things, how you're marketing things, how you're communicating things. So that's what I believe. And if you are doing that, you will be very successful.
Given an increasing information ubiquity and the democratization of communication means, how can a company generate and exercise power of voice at all in this consumer-centered environment?
As I said, if you are not treating people as customers, if you're treating people as friends, they will be your friends, they will be your advocates, they will be your evangelists, and they will start to really talk about your brand, about your products, about your services in a very good way. And that's the value that you get. But you have to treat them right in the first step, and then you can expect something good back, not the other way. If you want to be my friend, the first thing that I'm trying to do is not to selling you something. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what we are doing in marketing, in the old school. So it's about giving you something, and if I have your heart, you will give me a favor one day. And that's a complete different game.
Can you give me an example of what do you consider to be giving something?
In terms of giving value to people, it's not in terms of trying to understand what their needs are and say, okay, I understand that you are in a specific life situation and you need that, and I don't try to get money for it. I'm helping you in terms of a customer service or something like that, because I know exactly that if you have a good experience on that, you will come back again. Or you will talk about your experience with all your friends, which is a good communication value for me as a company. And not try to think in short terms. That's also the biggest shift that will happen. Short-term success is nothing anymore. In terms of share value or how your quarter-to-quarter success looks like, it's not the appropriate way of doing things. I think you have to really think in long terms and in trying to produce value at the end of the day. And if you're doing that, you will be successful also at the short term. Look at Apple. We were discussing that before. It's the most profitable company in the world. And they are. And if you're asking what they are doing or what their goal is not making money. The goal is making things better. And by doing that, they are earning a lot of money.
Given your role as an influential advisor on communication strategies for companies, to what extent do you feel responsible for the implication of your advice on the relationship between your clients and their customers?
I think we as communication or marketing experts, we have a very, very big responsibility, because we are shaping mass media. We are shaping the way that companies are behaving towards mass media or population. And by knowing that and by living that, you have to be very, very careful. What are you doing? What are you telling, and what advice are you giving? And you have to do it in a way that the company is yours. So it's not about trying to make a short run and going out. It's about really how does it say, living what you are preaching. And if you are doing that, the people will understand that you are bringing a value which is authentic, which makes sense, and if you are not telling to sell something at the end of the day, that's important. And again, we have a big responsibility. Communication experts can influence a lot in a good way and in a bad way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kassaei, for this short conversation, and enjoy your time at the symposium.
Thank you very much.